Anna, look at this.
What is it, Jake? Is it a love letter?
No, it's my first paycheck from my new job.
Congratulations. That's great news.
It was great news until I opened the envelope. I did the math in my head. I multiplied my hours by my hourly rate. The number on this check is way smaller.
Oh, Jake, I think you just met your uncle.
My uncle?
Uncle Sam, the government.
They took so much money. Is this a mistake?
It's not a mistake. It's reality. Today we are going to explain exactly where your money went. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Talk in English channel. I'm your host, Anna.
And I'm Jake, currently a little poorer than I thought I was. Welcome, everyone.
Today we are launching a massive 10-part series all about money. Money makes the world go round, but talking about it in English can be tricky. There are so many specific terms and idioms.
Definitely. I thought I knew English, but looking at this pay stub, that's the paper that comes with the check, I am confused.
So, part 1 is about earning money, specifically the difference between gross income and net income.
Okay, explain it to me. What is gross income?
Gross income is the total amount of money you earn before the government takes their share. It's your salary or your hourly wage multiplied by your hours.
Okay, so that is the big, beautiful number I calculated in my head.
Exactly. That is the number you negotiate when you get a job. If you say, I make $50,000 a year, you are talking about your gross income.
But I don't actually see that money in my bank account.
No, because of deductions.
Deductions. That sounds like subtraction.
It is. The government deducts, takes out, taxes. In the U.S., we have federal tax, state tax, Social Security, and Medicare.
It feels like death by 1,000 cuts. A little bit here, a little bit there.
And after all those deductions are taken out, what is left is your net income.
Net income. Like a fishing net?
Think of it this way. You catch a lot of fish, gross, but some fall through the holes. The ones that stay in the net are yours to keep.
That is a depressing metaphor, Anna, but I get it.
We also call net income your take-home pay.
Take-home pay. I like that phrase. It's very literal. It's the money I can actually take home to pay my rent.
Exactly. So, when you are planning your life, never plan based on your gross income. Always plan based on your net income.
That is my mistake. I already promised my friends I would buy a round of drinks tonight based on my gross income. Now I might have to order top water.
You live and you learn. Let's look at some other vocabulary on your pay stub. Do you see YTD?
Yeah, YTD. What does that stand for?
Year to date. It shows how much money you have earned total since January 1st of this year.
Ah, so it adds up every paycheck. That's useful for tracking.
It is. And what about pay period?
It says pay period June 1st to June 15th.
Right. Most Americans get paid bi-weekly every 2 weeks or semi-monthly twice a month.
In my old country, we got paid once a month. Getting paid every 2 weeks is actually kind of nice. It feels more frequent.
It helps with cash flow. But Jake, tell me, are you an hourly employee or a salaried employee?
I am hourly. I have to clock in and clock out.
Okay, so if you work more than 40 hours, you might get overtime.
Overtime. That's the magic word. Time and a half, right?
Yes, usually overtime pay is 1.5 times your normal rate. That's a great way to boost your gross income.
I think I need to work some overtime to pay for those taxes.
That's the spirit.
So to recap, gross is the dream, net is the reality, and the government always gets paid first.
Perfect summary. But Jake, now that you have your net income in your hand, what are you going to do with it?
I'm going to spend it.
No, that is the wrong answer. We need to make a plan first.
A plan? You mean a budget?
Yes. In part 2, we are going to talk about budgeting.
That sounds boring.
It's not boring. It's essential. Stay tuned.
Part 2, budgeting basics.
Jake, put the wallet away. We are not spending money yet.
But Anna, the money's burning a hole in my pocket.
That is a great idiom. Burning a hole in my pocket. It means you are desperate to spend the money as soon as you get it. But today, part 2 is about budgeting.
Okay, fine. I know what a budget is. It's a list of things I can't buy.
No, a budget is just a plan for your money. It tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went.
That's a nice way to look at it. So how do I start?
We need to categorize your expenses. Expenses are the things you spend money on. There are 2 main types, fixed and variable.
Fixed and variable. Okay, fixed means it doesn't move?
Correct. Fixed expenses are the bills that stay the same every single month. They are predictable. Can you give me an example?
My rent?
Yes, rent is the biggest fixed expense for most people. What else?
My car payment? And my internet bill. That's always $50.
Exactly. Rent, car payments, insurance, internet. You know exactly how much these will cost. These are the must-haves.
Okay, so what are variable expenses?
These are the costs that change, vary from month to month. You have more control over these.
Like food?
Yes, groceries and dining out. You need to eat, but you can choose to spend $200 or $600.
And entertainment. Going to the movies, buying video games.
Exactly. Also, electricity bills, utilities, can be variable depending on if you use the air conditioning or not.
So the problem is usually the variable expenses, right?
100%. Nobody accidentally pays their rent twice, but people accidentally spend $500 on coffee and snacks.
Guilty. I buy a $6 latte every morning.
Jake, that is $180 a month. That is a money leak.
A money leak. I like that term. It's a small drip that drains the whole tank.
So, to make a budget, we use a simple formula. Income minus expenses.
If the number is positive, I'm happy. If the number is negative, I'm in trouble.
If it's negative, you are living beyond your means.
Living beyond your means. That means spending more than you earn.
Yes, and that leads to debt. We want to live within our means.
Or even below our means so we can save.
Exactly. So, here's a challenge for you. I want you to track your spending for 1 week.
Track everything? Even a pack of gum?
Everything. Write it down or use an app. You will be shocked to see where your money goes.
I think I spend a lot on impulse buys.
Impulse buys. Buying things you didn't plan to buy just because you saw them. That is a budget killer.
Okay, I will track my spending. I will identify my fixed and variable expenses. And I will try to stop the latte leak.
Jake, that is coffee at home for 50 cents.
I know. It just doesn't taste the same.
It tastes like financial freedom.
Okay. But Anna, where do I keep this money? Under my mattress?
No, that is dangerous. You need a bank.
Banks are complicated.
Not if you know the vocabulary. Part 3 is all about banking. Part 3, banking. Jake, please tell me your money is not actually under your mattress.
No, it's in my sock drawer. Just kidding. I do have a bank account, but I get confused about which one to use.
Welcome to Part 3, banking. Understanding the difference between a checking account and a savings account is vital.
Okay, let's start with checking. Why is it called that? Nobody writes checks anymore.
It's an old name, but the function is the same. A checking account is for transactional money. It's for everyday spending.
This is the account connected to my debit card, right?
Yes. When you buy groceries, pay rent, or get gas, the money comes out of your checking account. It flows in and out quickly.
It's like a digital wallet.
Exactly. Now, what is a savings account?
I assume it's for saving.
Genius. But specifically, it is for money you do not plan to touch for a while. It's a storage tank.
And the benefit is interest, right?
Yes. The bank pays you interest for keeping your money there.
But the interest rates are so low right now. It's like pennies.
It's better than zero. And it keeps the money separate so you don't accidentally spend your rent money on pizza.
That's a good point. Separation is key. Now, let's talk about the machine, the ATM.
Automated teller machine.
When I go to the ATM, I usually make a withdrawal.
To withdraw means to take money out.
To deposit means to put money in. You can also have direct deposit from your job.
That's the best. The paycheck goes straight into the account automatically on payday. No paper checks.
Now, Jake, let's talk about a fee that everyone hates, the overdraft fee.
Oh, I hate that word. Overdraft.
What does it mean?
It happens when you try to spend money you don't have. If I have $10 in my account and I buy a $15 lunch, the bank pays it, but they charge me a huge fee.
Yes, they might charge you $35 just for being $5 short. It is very expensive to be poor.
So the lesson is, always check your balance.
Check your balance. That means looking at how much money is currently in the account.
I use my mobile banking app for that. It's super easy.
Another term is transfer.
Moving money from checking to savings. I transferred $100 to my savings.
Or sending money to a friend using an app like Venmo or Zelle.
Banking vocabulary is actually pretty logical once you learn it.
It is. But banking is using your own money. Sometimes we need to use other people's money.
You mean borrowing?
Yes, specifically credit cards.
Ah, the plastic trap.
Part 4 is all about credit cards and debt. This is where people get into trouble.
Anna, look at this shiny gold card I got in the mail. It says I'm pre-approved.
Jake, put the card down slowly. We need to talk. Welcome to Part 4, Credit Cards and Debt.
But it feels like free money. I swipe the card, I get the stuff, and I don't see the money leave my account.
That is the dangerous illusion. A credit card is a loan. You are borrowing money from the bank every time you swipe, and you have to pay it back.
I know. I get a bill or a statement at the end of the month.
And on that statement, there are two important numbers, the total balance and the minimum payment.
The minimum payment is usually small, like $25. That's easy.
Jake, no. This is the trap. If you only pay the minimum, the bank charges you interest on the rest.
And credit card interest is high, right?
Extremely high. We call it APR, annual percentage rate. It can be 20% or 25%.
So if I buy a TV for $500 and only pay the minimum,
you might end up paying $800 for that TV over time, and you will be in debt for years.
Debt. That silent B is tricky. D-E-B-T. Pronounced debt.
Correct. Debt is money you owe. Being in debt is stressful. You want to be debt-free.
So what is the golden rule of credit cards?
Pay off the balance in full every month.
If I do that, is there interest?
0. If you pay it all off by the due date, it is a free short-term loan, and you get points or rewards.
Okay, so credit cards are a tool. If you use them well, they are good. If you use them badly, they hurt you.
Exactly. Using them well also helps your credit score.
Ah, the credit score. Is that like a grade in school?
Yes, it's a number between 300 and 850. It tells banks how trustworthy you are.
If I have a high score, I can get loans for a car or a house.
Yes, and you get better interest rates. If you have a low score, bad credit, it's hard to rent an apartment or buy a car.
How do I get a good score?
Pay your bills on time, never be late, and don't max out your card.
Max out means hitting the limit, right? If my limit is $1,000 and I spend $1,000.
Yes, don't do that. It looks risky.
Okay, so treat the credit card like a debit card. Only spend money I actually have.
Precisely. Now, let's talk about the fun part of money, spending it.
Finally, shopping.
Part 5 is about shopping and spending.
Part 5, shopping vocabulary.
Jake, you are smiling.
I am going to the mall. I need new shoes.
Okay, let's talk about shopping vocabulary. Part 5.
I love finding a good deal. I am a bargain hunter.
A bargain is something you buy for a lower price than its value. It's a good deal.
We also use the phrase on sale. These shoes are on sale.
Or clearance. Clearance means the store is trying to get rid of old items, so the price is very low.
If something is incredibly cheap, we say it's a steal.
I got this jacket for $10. It was a steal. It feels like you stole it because it was so cheap.
But what if the price is too high?
Then it's a ripoff.
That coffee was $10? What a ripoff. It means you were cheated or overcharged.
Or simply overpriced, or pricey.
Pricey is a nice casual word for expensive. That restaurant is a bit pricey.
Now, Jake, be careful of window shopping.
Window shopping is when you look at the products, but you have no intention of buying. It's fun until you accidentally buy something.
That's called an impulse buy. We talked about that.
Sometimes I suffer from buyer's remorse.
Buyer's remorse. That is the feeling of regret after you spend money. Why did I buy these neon green pants?
Exactly. So I need to return them. I need to check the return policy.
Can you get a refund, cashback, or just store credit? Money to spend in the store later.
Always keep the receipt.
What about negotiating price? In American malls, prices are fixed. You can't negotiate.
But for big things like cars or houses or at a flea market, you can haggle or bargain.
Can you give me a better price? Is this the best you can do?
So being a smart shopper means looking for sales, avoiding ripoffs, and keeping the receipt.
And avoiding buyer's remorse.
Speaking of big purchases, the biggest purchase most people make is a house.
That's a whole different level of money.
Part 6, housing costs.
Jake, where do you live?
I live in an apartment downtown.
Do you rent or did you buy?
Oh, I rent. Buying a house is expensive. Welcome to Part 6, housing costs.
Since you rent, you have a landlord, that's the owner, and you are the tenant.
And I signed a lease, that's the contract, usually for 1 year.
Every month you pay rent. What happens if something breaks?
I call the landlord. That's the beauty of renting. Maintenance is included. Usually.
Now, imagine you want to buy a house. You need a mortgage.
Mortgage. That word is scary. It has a silent T. Mortgage.
It's a loan from the bank specifically to buy property. You pay it back over 15 or 30 years.
And before you get the mortgage, you need a down payment.
That is a large chunk of cash you pay up front, usually 20% of the house price.
That's the hardest part for young people, saving for the down payment.
Whether you rent or own, you have to pay utilities.
Utilities are the services that make the house livable. Electricity, water, gas, trash.
Sometimes, if you rent, utilities are included.
Rent is $1,000, utilities included. That's a good deal.
Sometimes you have to pay them separately.
We also have HOA fees in some places, Homeowners Association.
That's money you pay for the neighborhood maintenance, pool, gardens.
Housing is usually the biggest line in your budget from Part 2.
Experts say it should be no more than 30% of your income.
In some cities, it's like 50%. It's crazy.
That's called being house poor. You have a nice house, but no money for anything else.
I don't want to be house poor. I want to have money for food.
Speaking of food, eating at home is cheap. Eating out is expensive, especially in America.
Because of tipping.
Part 7, Tipping and Dining Out.
Anna, I went to a restaurant last night. The bill was $50. I left $50 on the table and walked away.
Jake, no, you can't do that. The waiter probably chased you down the street.
Why? I paid for the food.
Welcome to Part 7, Tipping. This is confusing for many learners. In the US, tipping is mandatory, optional.
What does that mean?
It means it is legally optional, but culturally mandatory. Waiters get paid a very low hourly wage. They survive on tips.
So if I don't tip, they don't get paid?
Basically, if you don't tip, you are saying, the service was terrible and I hate you.
Yikes. Okay, so how much should I tip?
The standard is 15 to 20%. 15% equals okay service. 18% equals good service. 20% plus equals amazing service.
So on a $50 bill, 20% is $10. So I should leave $60 total.
Yes, you can leave cash on the table or write it on the credit card receipt. There's a line that says gratuity.
Gratuity is a fancy word for tip.
Sometimes for large groups, 6 people or more, the restaurant adds an automatic gratuity.
Service charge included. So I don't have to tip on top of that?
Check the bill carefully. If it's included, you don't have to add more.
What about coffee shops or bartenders?
For a bartender, usually $1 per drink is the rule. For coffee shops, it's nice to put some change in the jar, but not as strict as restaurants.
Taxis and Ubers?
Yes, 10 to 15%.
Hairdressers?
Yes, 15 to 20%.
Man, we tip everyone. It adds up.
It does. When you look at a menu price, always mentally add 20% plus tax. The price you see is not the price you pay.
That's good advice. If I have exactly $20, I can only order a $15 meal.
Exactly.
Now, let's talk about splitting the bill.
We call it splitting the check, or going Dutch.
Going Dutch means everyone pays for their own meal exactly.
Or you can just split it evenly down the middle.
Or if I'm feeling generous, I say, it's on me.
It's on me means I will pay for everyone, or I'll pick up the tab.
I like it when you pick up the tab, Anna.
Don't get used to it.
Tipping is weird, but I want to be polite.
It's part of the culture.
Now, let's have some fun. Let's learn the street words for money.
Part 8, Slang and Idioms. Money slang. Jake, can I borrow $5?
Sure. Wait, 5 male deer?
No, bucks is the most common slang for dollars. $5 equals $5.
Ah, okay. Welcome to Part 8, Money Slang. I love this stuff.
So we have bucks. What about $1,000?
That's a grand. This car cost $5,000. Notice we don't say 5 grands. No S.
Correct. What about money in general?
Dough, like cookie dough. He has a lot of dough.
Or bread? Or cheddar? Or loot?
We like food metaphors for money. Bacon. Bring home the bacon.
Bring home the bacon means to earn the salary for the family.
Let's talk about being rich versus poor. If you have no money,
I am broke. I can't go out, I'm broke.
or strapped for cash.
If you have a lot of money,
You are loaded. That guy is loaded.
or filthy rich.
Or rolling in it.
If something is very expensive, we say it costs an arm and a leg.
That purse costs an arm and a leg.
Or you have to break the bank. I want a nice vacation, but I don't want to break the bank.
If you are careful with money, you are a penny pincher.
Someone who pinches pennies so hard.
It can be positive, frugal, or negative, stingy.
And if you spend money recklessly,
Spending money like water,
another good one, money talks.
meaning money gives you power and influence.
And time is money, so let's hurry up.
Using slang makes you sound very natural. Can I borrow $20 is much more common than can I borrow $20?
I'm going to start using grand. It makes me feel rich. I have $0
That's still zero, Jake.
Okay, we know how to talk about money. Now we need to talk about keeping it.
Part 9, Financial Goals and Saving for the Future. Jake, imagine your car breaks down tomorrow. It costs $500 to fix. Do you have the money?
I might have to use a credit card.
That is why we need Part 9, Saving.
I know I should save, but it's hard.
The first goal of saving is an emergency fund,
We often call this saving for a rainy day.
a rainy day fund, because eventually it will rain. Something bad will happen. You need an umbrella.
How much should be in there?
Experts say 3 to 6 months of expenses, but start with $1,000.
That feels doable.
After the emergency fund, you save for financial goals.
Like a wedding, a house down payment, or a vacation.
Exactly. We often call the money you have saved your nest egg.
Nest egg, like a bird protecting its egg. Usually this refers to retirement savings. He has a nice nest egg.
How do you save, Jake?
I try to put aside money. I put aside $50 every week.
Put aside or stash away.
I stashed away some cash in a jar.
Another idiom is tighten your belt.
That means to spend less money because you have less income. We have to tighten our belts this month.
Or cut back. I need to cut back on eating out.
It's all about living within your means, which we talked about in part 2.
Saving is paying yourself first. Before you pay Netflix, pay your future self.
That's a good mindset. My future self wants to be financially independent.
Financial independence, not having to work for money. That is the dream.
To get there, you need more than just saving. You need...
Part 10, Investing and Conclusion.
Anna, we made it to part 10, the finale.
We did. We earned it, budgeted it, spent it, and saved it. Now we make it grow. Investing.
Investing is when your money makes money.
Exactly. You buy assets, stocks, bonds, real estate.
The most common way Americans invest is the stock market.
And specifically for retirement, the 401k.
A 401k is a weird name. It's just a section of the tax code. It's a retirement account through your employer.
You put money in, and often the employer matches it. That is free money. Always take the match.
Then there is the IRA, Individual Retirement Account.
The magic of investing is compound interest.
Albert Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. Your interest earns interest.
It grows like a snowball rolling down a hill.
But the market is risky, right? It can crash.
Yes, it's a bull market when it goes up and a bear market when it goes down.
I remember that. Bulls attack up with horns. Bears attack down with claws.
Good memory trick. But over the long term, 20, 30 years, the market usually goes up. You have to be patient.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Diversify. Spread your money out.
Anna, I feel much smarter about money now.
Me too. Let's recap the journey.
Gross versus net, taxes hurt. Budgeting, stop the leaks. Banking, checking versus savings. Credit cards, pay the full balance. Shopping, look for bargains. Housing, rent versus mortgage. Tipping, 20% is standard. Slang, bucks and dough. Saving, rainy day fund. Investing, compound interest. That is a complete financial education in English.
We hope this series helps you navigate your financial life with confidence.
Money shouldn't be a taboo topic. Talking about it helps us learn.
Absolutely. Thank you to everyone for listening.
If you liked this series, please subscribe to Talk in English. Leave a comment. What is your best money tip?
We'd love to read them. Until next time,
Save your bucks.
and spend wisely.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.